Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kevin Cage here with a quick update on Ripple XRP. So let's cover the news briefly. So right here, Chainsaw Jackson at XRP Jackson shared this article on the dailyhodl.com the other day, Latin banks exploring Ripple's cross-border payment technology. And as you can see, they're exploring Ripple, the private company. Typically, a lot of these onboard and will experiment with the software product xCurrent. And eventually, after the proof of concept is established and they are comfortable with seeing how the technology is utilized, they'll become more comfortable with utilizing XRP, the digital asset, which is what we would like. And what happens is XRP is just so much faster and cheaper, and that is why banks will eventually go to it after they realize that they can trust it even better than the current infrastructure. So right here we got, and sorry if I butcher these names, but we have a Panama bank, a bank in Chile, and they're both testing how they can move capital with Ripple's xCurrent, working with regulators to ensure it's fully compliant, and taking a look at XRP to move money around the world, aiming to roll out technology between banks in its group covering the Dominican Republic, Panama, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Spain, and Venezuela. The proof of concept used the xCurrent network for funds transfer, seeing use of XRP as being a step further than it is comfortable with at this time. Once integrated into the Ripple network, Banesco aims to initially offer blockchain-based transfers only between banks in the group. That's because, so I don't know if this is Banesco or Banesco, but needs to strike a deal on rates and exchange rates bilaterally with each recipient bank. All right. And then, of course, that other bank in Chile is also testing international payments. And they believe the Ripple payment network works really well. Obviously, you can see Ripple's, has their roots in almost every, industry in terms of the financial industry. Every group, at least, there's partnerships or connections in some manner. So right here, potential place customers can send funds, but more work needs to be done before the bank can fully integrate Ripple's technology, which is, good to know, and at least they're exploring it. And again, this is a plug and play. There's gateways that need to be connected, APIs, you name it. So the process is becoming more efficient and effective. And I believe that once they're actually, updated and going and even test out XRP, they're going to move with it. And again, CEO Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple said the company's signing new clients at a record pace as interest in blockchain-based solutions has been growing growing ever since Facebook revealed its digital asset Libra. At least 200 banks and FIs have now signed up. At least. I think that number is way higher, and we'll get a new report shortly. Then right here, XRP Boy just sharing some good little snippets here. The Michigan Law Review. As you can read here, Ripple provides a way to settle international payments speedily and reliably in the absence of a global central bank. Ripple provides the essential central settlement function that the current international financial system lacks. Perhaps it comes as little surprise, then, that financial institutions have begun to adopt DLT systems such as Ripple to tap into the estimated 15 to 20 billion a year in savings by improving their settlement systems. And now that $15 billion a year savings, it might not sound like much, but what that's referring to is the fees alone. $15 to $20 billion per year in fees because of the legacy system in place, because of mistakes, because of having to try to track down lost payments, lost funds, delays, all kinds of things are associated with that. And then right here, Western Union, which charges $40 to send $500 overseas, is also considering a partnership with Ripple. All right, and this is dated back, as you can see, February of 2016. I just want you guys to see that, this has been in the works for a few years. These are not just crazy assumptions. All right. And then right here, we're going to finish off with this article, the Daily Hodl. SendFriend launches Ripple-powered platform in New Jersey, and this is going to help with the Filipino corridors. So right here, SendFriend's launching in New Jersey, basically a remittance company that's providing a cheap way for overseas Filipino workers to send money to the Philippines, so helping everyday people, securely transferring dollars to the Philippine peso at the lowest rate available. The U.S. transferred about $650 billion in remittances and spent more than $45 billion in fees, as I was already saying, using traditional services to send money back home to friends and family. And of course, settling takes 3 to 5 days. and sometimes not at all. Sometimes it'll take way longer, or the funds can be lost. And those fees are just high for everyday people. We're talking about retail investors, consumers that just want to send money to their family and they're working. All right, so people in the US send over 11 billion in remittances each year to the Philippines alone. So you guys might think this is, small, but I think this is pretty significant, and it's great to build up these players at this level too, because this is the problem that XRP is aiming to solve. All right. It says it's plans to use xrapid, the XRP-based solution, to move money. Used as a liquidity vehicle, we get it, and convert USD to XRP back to the Philippine peso in seconds instead of days. Fees, Send a Friend even says and vouches that fees are 65% lower than the industry average, as it eliminates the high fees of the banking system and replaces a more complex and costly legacy operation with an ultra-low cost experience for sending money globally. All right, so we're going to be empowering millions of overseas Filipino workers who overpay for international money transfers, helping the people in the Philippines as well. And I just think that's great to see. So trivia time: on average, how much money is sent from Filipino Americans to their families each year? The answer is B, over $11 billion. So guys, I'm going to finish off that. Really appreciate it. And we are approaching this. This is just a countdown, and I'm going to keep up these short little video updates for everybody. See you next time.